What's going on, guys? I looked down up at the corner and it said people in attendance 0, and I thought, did I click on the wrong stream? But there's a ton of you guys in the chat, so let me just get on with it. Oh my goodness, I know I've got good audio and visual because I tested it before I started today. Les is the first one in the house, and let me tell you, he is in the house. He's in there. Crystal Agriga, good to see you. Hey, looks like I'm second. You are definitely second. Thrifty Angela in the house. Thrifty Angela, they may or may not have a bottle of wine out there. Just saying. We are celebrating a well here today. Mona is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Gracie in the house. Floss is in the house. Maddie is in the house, literally. Come here, Maddie. Maddie saying hi to Jock and all the other puppies out there. All right, let me see. Floss is in the house. Good to see my friend. I know Bernadette's in the house. Folk of the Forest. Good to see you, Helen. Tell me what you got done with your van. Super exciting. Helen got a Ford Transit 250. I have not gotten to see it yet. She probably doesn't want to drive it all that much yet. All right, scrolling. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Several people in the house. Debbie Cornyn in the house. Good to see you, my Missouri. She's my neighbor. Linda in the house, saying hello from Central Texas. All right, scrolling. Kathy is in the house from California. All right, Bree is in the house. Thank you guys for the Charlie Grace raid. I was just over there, actually sitting in the office watching, and I won a baseball hat. And I don't wear hats a lot, but when I do, I love toting somebody else's work, and I will wear that hat proudly. Y'all know I hardly go a day without a hat on. That haircut was just pointless. Van hair don't care. Judy is in the house. Good to see you, Judy. Jane in the house saying hi. I missed a couple. Let me go back up. Diane with one N is in the house. Poor Diane. Tim Augustine, good to see you. I know you are getting ready for the eclipse. I'll tell you guys, I was super excited to have the campground open for the eclipse. We've got pretty much open ground out here, so I think we're going to have a good view of it. I'm not planning on going anywhere but here. And more well story later, but the well is actually in the campground. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Zora's in the house. Good to see you. Corn Dog Caravan in the house saying hi to Les and Bernadette. I think I am already caught up. There must be a glitch. I cannot already be caught up. I'm loving it. I don't know if you guys saw the thumbnail. I don't know if you're toting an ice cold cup of water. I'm almost done with this, and then obviously I won't be drinking water, but I will. We have a well. So let's talk about that, and then we'll answer all kinds of van build questions. There's a lot of people in the chat that are Patreon members, so I apologize. These guys already know what's been going on out here, but they came out a week ago, Monday, to dig a well here. And when I say they struggled, that is an understatement. I have 165 feet of steel that is unrecoverable in my hill now. They can't get it out. They couldn't get water. It had a buckle in it. They worked on it for 3 days trying to get water. They were 185 feet down. They tried to drop a camera down there, and no go on that. They had to abandon it. And if anybody knows how much an abandoned well costs, it's not fun. Then they moved, and I had all my prayer warriors in sync, and we were praying for water. And they drilled. They said it looked a whole lot like this one up here did. So let me tell you, I was a little bit more than nervous. But They did get down. They've got 115 feet of steel. I don't know if anybody in here knows a lot about wells, but we've got a 5-gallon per minute pump. That's what they've got in it. And they said we need to just take it and be happy because they did nothing but struggle getting us water. So it is still pumping down there. It's been pumping nonstop since about 3 o'clock yesterday. The campground is a mess, obviously. And it's still pumping strong. And it's starting to clear up. I kind of got the impression that maybe it should have been clear already, but Google is never wrong. And Google said it could take a little bit on a new well. It could take one even set up to a month. So we're hoping for clear water by the weekend. Keep those prayers coming. Tuan is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Tommy is in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Charlie Gray saying happy van life Tuesday. Good to see you. Great interview with those folks. They are a nice little couple. They've got 2 videos up on their channel, and they are snorkeling and snow pants. Snorkels and snow pants, I think. So it seemed like a nice couple. Meanwhile, I'll tell you what, I woke up at about 7:30 this morning, and I went ahead and made my coffee and took a walk. I went down there and just to check the water because I don't want to run the water dry. It's not good for the pump. So went down there to check it, running fine, looked a little bit clearer. But then I came back up and got a shovel and a rake, and I went back down there. Bernadette came down there. Me and Les were both down there. She said, "Why do you guys have your good shoes on?" Because we don't know better. We don't know better. Somebody's got to keep us in line. Hey, Mark Wolf in the house. Good to see you. Snorkels and Snow Pants. Awesome new channel. They are. Yay, Helen. Can you stand? She can stand. And she's taller than me. I know that. I don't know, 5'7", 5'8". Heck yes, she can stand. There's some people that that's a prerequisite for buying a van is there's some people out there that have to have one they can stand in. So I get it. I totally get that. So, if you're in the market for a van, Corn Dog put up a video this week. They know somebody that's got one for sale. It's already built out. Price to sell. No solar or anything on top, but got a generator. They can charge while they drive. Standing is a must. That's right. That is right. Hello, Desert Deb is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. You guys, if you have any van build questions or any van questions at all, put them in the chat so that I can answer them. Put a QQQ in front of it. Some people put an SSS. I don't care. Whatever draws my attention, I will look at. If it's got a thumbs up in front of it, I'll probably definitely see it. Oh, sweet. Sold last night. Awesome. That's a bummer because now I don't know if you have to take the video down or else they might drive you crazy with it. It was sold to sell. Yep. Thanks for sharing the info. It is sold. That's so cool. I thought it was a nice build and I thought it was a nice price. So, and whether or not you want solar on top or what it is that you're looking for, all those things can be added. So win for sure. Enjoying the sunshine. Awesome. I'll tell you what, we had a beautiful day here in Missouri. I'll tell you what, anybody in the state of Missouri today that was fussing about weather, you probably need to stop. Would you not run to a Bluetti in a van from solar? I'm new and don't know much about hooking up electrical. Would you not run a Bluetti in a van to solar? Definitely run solar to your Bluetti. if that's your question, definitely run solar to your Bluetti. Now, be cautious because some people buy 12-volt panels. And if you buy one 12-volt panel, say it's 200 watts, 12 volts, it is not going to charge your Bluetti. Bluetti has to, depending on the unit you've got, some of them have to be charged at 35 watts. Make sure that you run your solar panels in series so that you can get those volts that you need, or get a high volt panel. That's what I do. The Rich Solar and the New Power panels, some of them are 24 volt. One of the panels that I use, I think, is 30 something volts. But make sure that you got a high enough voltage. Let's see what Box Fan D said. Hello, everyone. I think I have my 5th wheel sold. Woohoo! I know a lot of people shared that video out, and I am super excited for you. I know that that will be a load off of your back and a load back into the emergency fund, which we all love to hear. Everybody saying good to see Box Fan D and congratulating D. I love it. Let's see here. Jonnie, you said 35 watts. I think you meant 35 volts. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Bluetti seems easier than setting up a whole electrical. That is exactly right. And that is the number one reason. And it's not so much setting it up, because you can hire somebody to set up your Bluetti. You can hire someone to set up your battery system. Some people like one, some people like another, and they have no struggles at each. But if you're on the road and you've got the full system and you don't understand how it works, if something goes wrong, you've got multiple components that could be the problem. Now, if you understand the setup, you know to start at the fuse box, start at the fuses, then go to XYZ and try to narrow it down. I saw a video where somebody was out in the desert. They could not figure out what the problem was. They were concerned about their lithium batteries because they're not all stable. Put the batteries like 100 yards away from their van because they were concerned that maybe the batteries were the issue and that they did not want to fire. So the Bluetti, the way it is, you've got a 12-volt DC panel and then just your AC panel. All the breakers, fuses, battery monitor system, everything is in the Bluetti, EcoFlow, Anchor, Jackery, blah, blah, blah. I will warn you, because we've got somebody here at the shop that is having this problem. The Jackery, it has a high amp shutoff. So if you want to run a diesel heater or something similar, you may want to research that Jackery before you purchase it, because the last thing you want is $1,000 battery and it won't run your $100 heater. So you don't want that. Ask us how we know. All right. If something goes wrong, you call your builder. There you go. Yep. I'll tell you what, you get a van done, just put me on speed dial. Once you get it figured out, though, I've got vans out on the road. I never hear from them. I mean, I've got two of them out on the road that I don't hear from them. And hopefully they're still out living the van life. Who knows? Maybe they sold it. I don't know. But, yep, put me on speed dial. I finally got my crazy wiring separated, the male plugs wired. Now just waiting for my new inverter. It all works out. There you go. That was a scary setup. I'm telling you, I immediately called her and I was like, stop. That was a scary, scary setup. So, but I'll tell you, when you're an electrician, household wiring, there's things in van life that are different. So you have to understand, van life wiring. So, do you have time to connect before you go to April? Go in April. Okay. Is Midwest Van Builders an RV window distributor? Question. I can get windows from Van Windows Direct. And I can tell you from experience, I can save you quite a bit of money. So Van Windows Direct, I can get those. It's been over 2 weeks since you last heard from me. Whoop, whoop, that's a record. Either the sun's shining or she got her problem fixed. The sun's probably shining. I think, I don't know, maybe not. Over 2 weeks. I think you're right. I think you're right. All right. I'll tell you guys, for those of you guys that did grab a glass of ice cold water, you never know. Like, we take water for granted. Everywhere we go, we take it for granted. When you live the van life, you're like, you wet your toothpaste, you open up that spout, you let just a few drops on your toothpaste, brush your teeth. I mean, we save water like crazy in van life. And up here at the shop, we have done the same thing. So I can't wait till this well starts pumping clear water, because we'll be washing dishes the normal way, hopefully, before you know it. Jerry is in the house. Good to see you, Jerry. Veronica in the house. Glad to hear you have water now. Yep, it is. It's still down there pumping. It's not clear yet, but it is getting there. It is getting there. Ray just replaced all of our door latches, replaced driver's side mirror, hit a bird. We've been in maintenance mode with our van. I saw, I actually didn't see it. Les and Bernadette were telling me about it, about you guys redoing some painting, and you've got her hooked on Sherman Williams. She's going to be doing the painting on this next van. So she is, she's going to get that cabinet paint there. Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Daughter's birthday celebrated via FaceTime. Don't you just love technology? You either love technology or you hate it. There are people that hate it. There's people that love it. Yay for the water. I know that. Yay for the water. That was. And if you come to visit me, we're going to be selling water. You can buy water at Walmart for 46 cents a gallon. And I was like, we can beat that. We'll sell it for 25 cents a gallon. That's what they do in Quartzsite. Well, then the failed well happened. I said, I feel like water just went up to $2 a gallon. We know that. There's no truer statement than that. That's all right. That is all right, my friend. I'll tell you, Bernadette is our running lady here at Midwest Van Builders. When we need something, we send Bernadette. She goes to the store, and I'll tell you what, bar none, every single time, she's got her personal shopper. She walks in the door, and she says, hey, I need you. And I'll tell you, they just walk through the store, get their items. Les got to witness it the other day. I haven't witnessed it. Me and Les had to go the other day. We painfully just walked the aisles, but oh man, she may not be techie, but she knows how to get help when she needs it. Debbie said selling water is a way to get back some of your loss. That's right. I'd pay. Oh man. You know what? If I put a shower house in, I may just do that. I may just sell showers. You guys think I should charge less than Bernadette? No, they're out there. They're like, what? No. Let's see here. I'm kidding with y'all. All right. So the well. So let me tell you more about the well. So the well ended up going to the campground. So it's fabulous for the host because it's down there. I will have to say we're going to have to put some kind of landscaping around there because it is right by Site 1. If you look in the pictures, in the thumbnail, you can see everything behind it. The last thing I want is someone to hit that well. That is not going to end well. End well? No. So, yeah, we did have them put the bladder in my bathroom. So that saved me about $1,700 because I was going to have to put a well house down there because this thing has to be heated. So the well guy was like, how much room you got in your shop? He's like, we've got a bladder that's, this big around. If we had a place inside your shop that stays warmer than outside, that would save you money on a well house. Well, let me tell you, when we framed out this office, I don't know if those of you that saw the video, the bathroom is big. So it's in there. And not only that, but the first excavator we had, there was some issues, but when he plumbed the pipes, none of them are in the right spot, but he gave us a water line. So it's the water bladder is a pressure tank. It's a pressure tank is what it is. It keeps the pressure so that, because the well is far away, and it keeps and the well is deep. So it's a pressure tank. So that's what I know. I think I said bladder though. I call them whatever. So we have a spigot up here at the shop. We have a spigot down at the campground, and I have water already plumbed in the bathroom, so I myself can start doing some plumbing and get a shower in there. So if anybody needs a 46-gallon water tank, I've got one for sale. You don't know what you don't know. I didn't know I was going to get it. Robin says hi. Hi, Robin. Good to see you, Robin. And I should have said hi earlier. I normally do. So it doesn't hold water. The bladder doesn't hold water. It maintains that pressure so that when you open up the spigot, there's already water there. So, yep. How many gallons is the bladder? I don't know. It's like 3.5, 4 foot, probably 4 foot tall, and it's about 18 inches in diameter or so. RVS is in April. Good to see you, Margie. Good to see you, Margie. Say hi to Jeff for me. All right, let me see here. Did someone else come in? Yeah, I said bladder, and then everybody thinks bladder, and our bladders hold a lot. I misspoke. But it's a pressure tank. So the 30 amp, and it worked out perfect because the pressure tank is about 2 feet away from the electrical panel, because the bathroom, on the other side of the bathroom wall, is the electrical panel. So it couldn't have worked out better, honestly, on that. Although I already wrote the check and I didn't get any money back. So if Sam's watching this, I want my $2. What movie is that from? Have you thought about rain catchment at the shop roof? Might be able to use it. We actually have like a 50-gallon barrel in the back that we can use just for, if we need to water some plants or something like that. We put up gutters. Me and the kids put up gutters probably about 2 weekends ago or 3 weekends ago, and we have gutters. Woohoo! Water! Congratulations from me and Brock. Thank you so much, Misty. Thank you so much. It's still dirty. It's still dirty. We are still filtered. We're still running it to get the gunk out, but hopefully the bladder is about half water and half compressed air with a piece of rubber in between. It keeps the water system from seeing the oscillation of the water pumps. Cool. I love it when people know what they're talking about. I didn't say I know what I was talking about. Not on this one. That is a great explanation. I think it kind of works the same way as an accumulator does in van life, but I could be wrong on that too. All this talk about bathroom, bladder, and water makes me have to pee. I know, right? All right, running it into the pond. We're not running it into the pond, and I'll tell you why. If you didn't know this, when they put a well in, they put a tremendous amount of chlorine in there. And I don't know about all states, but in the state of Missouri, it's a law. They have to put it in there because they have to assume that all the pipes that were put in our system are not sterile. So the chlorine sterilizes the pipes. So I guess I should run some of that through this upper spigot so it sterilizes the upper spigot. So we probably will wait a while before we're actually drinking the water. We will filter it, and we might cook with it, but we'll sterilize it probably for a little while. We've got those van life filters. Good to see you there. Good to see you, John Claude. Good to see you. Um, yeah, Jonnie, I got to run, but I wanted to say thank you for playing my playlist. I truly appreciate that. See you all later. Have a good night. Crystal, take care. Have a good night. And if anybody after the show wants to run her playlist, it is greatly appreciated. She has got her 1,000 friends, and she just needs watch hour. Bring it on. Bring it on. Misty, I'm having a contest. If you want to design a t-shirt for the meetup, the Johnny's Journey third annual meetup, I know I'm not sure if you designed it or if Brooke designed it, but if you want, who knows what I'm going to be giving away. It's going to be something cool. All right. Party at Misty Brown's campground in September. Misty, are you guys booked up for the eclipse? A lot of people were talking about campgrounds that are booked up. I'm hot. So, I did. What are we designing? Yeah, a t-shirt, just a t-shirt that's something Johnny's Journey third annual meetup, whatever, something like that. It can have the date. It can have a van. It can have a s'more platter on it. I want my $2 is Paper Moon. I want my $2 is Paper Moon. I remember that was with who was that one actor? It wasn't I'm off now. I gotta remember it. We have one tent site on the 8th. One tent site left. What? That's so cool. So cool. I think a lot of the campgrounds around are going to be booked up. I think they're going to be booked up. We've got a tent camper staying here, but that is it. No, it's not Ryan O'Neill. It is John Cusack. He's a paper delivery boy. I want my $2, and he's on his bike going down a mountain. Somebody Google John Cusack, I want my $2, and tell me what movie that is. But Ryan O'Neill, that's probably an older version of a movie. Because I think he's a little older than my childhood. Yup. Wow, that's so cool. I love that. Misty, tell Brock we said hi. Tell Brock we said hi. All right. Everybody's still saying Ryan O'Neill. Ryan. What? Did somebody ask a question? Somebody must have asked a question. Because everybody's answering Ryan O'Neill. There are countries here, or there's counties here in Texas that have declared disasters ahead of the eclipse. Declared disasters ahead of the eclipse. Oh my goodness. Gotta go. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hi back and smiling. We're getting the play-by-play. I love Brock is sitting in the 12 Mile, and he brings that fish out of the water. Paper boy. Nancy got it. Got a Zoom class. Good. Go behave over there. All these young whippersnappers. That's what I'm saying. Now I know a lot of movies with John, what was it? John O'Neill. But I was thinking that would have been an older one. To get extra funds for traffic control, absolutely. I would totally, I think that's reasonable. I think that's very reasonable. I know a lot of people that are driving through Missouri to get to Texas. So evidently it's going to be better down there. Paper Moon is Ryan. Happy for the best, hoping for the best for you and the eclipse. Hope the clouds stay away. Absolutely. Cindy is in the house. Cindy's up here. I'll tell you what, I've got Cindy, I got another friend up here that got a bill done. Me, Bernadette, Les, we're having a good time up here. We're having a good time. They kept me grounded while I saw my money being drilled into the ground and then capped off. So, Better Off Dead. That's it. That's it. It's Better Off Dead. That's the movie. 100% John Cusack. I want my $2. Oh, to be young again. To be young again. When they drilled that first well, it's 180 something feet. There is nasty clay everywhere up there. And they pushed a little bit back into the hole, and I mean a little. And I thought, it's going to rain today, and that's going to wash all down my property. So I went up there and got a rake and put it as much as I could in the hole. And right when I was about to get done, they said, oh, we've got this that they put in there. And it's like this gel stuff, and it hardens and seals off the well. But I was happy to do the work because I didn't want that clay all over my property. That's my front yard. I'm heading to Spring Branch, Texas for the eclipse. There you go. Tatum O'Neal. Now everybody's seeing Tatum O'Neal. Are they in the movie? Maybe they're in the movie. Better Off Dead is the movie I'm talking about. Hands down, 100%. We are far from van build questions tonight. That's all right though. Maddie, you want to say hi, Maddie? Maddie says no. Somebody's going to be cooking tater tots. Surfing Dodo. Oh, thank you, friend. Thank you, friend. I said I won my $2, not 20. Oh, there you go, my friend. So cool. I don't know if you guys can see this. Oh, I bet you can. So it says on my screen, it says, let's celebrate their first super chat on a live stream. That's so cool. That's super cool. That is super cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know who's not here? Patty Augustine is not here. I hope we will pray for Patty Augustine because I know she likes the show and tries not to miss it. She has been a busy Tuesday girl. Everybody saying thanks to Kathy. It's Pana time. Super cool number 2. Awesome Jonnie lining about the female lead in Paper Moon. It was Tatum O'Neal, Ryan's daughter. I think that, I don't know if I saw that movie. I bet less than Bernadette did. I know Bernadette probably did. I have not. You guys, we have got some trivia buffs in here. Can't wait for your meetup in September. Number 3, who's all coming? Who's all coming to the meetup in September? I'll tell you, we got a list of people already signed up. All the electric sites are gone, and we may have to run some extension cords across the field, but we will get you taken care of. All right, guys, while you guys are putting it in, if you're coming to the meetup, there's going to be a whole lot of me's in here. I'm going to say a big thank you to all my channel members, all my Patreon members. I appreciate everything that you guys do extra for the channel. All right. Mary is asking, any updates on Jane's van? So, not sure what we shared last week. Jane's van is in the shop, been in the shop. It is unloaded. It is completely DC wired. It is completely wired. She has got puck lights in there. All of her switches are wired. All of her water pump, her refrigerator, all of her wiring is done. I just got to do a couple of AC outlets. Just had to order the AC wire. We took a trip and got a ton of wood. We got all the wood for her floor. We got all the wood. We got her flooring that we're going to use in her van. We got all the ceiling boards, and all the insulation is in, all the kill mats in, all the insulation is in. So now when I put up a video, y'all got to watch it since I'm giving you the heads up. So yes, we are moving right ahead. We had to rip the old floor out that they had put in, bunch of like foam board, kind of like those gym mats, kind of like that spongy. It wasn't insulation, it was like foam board, like you would put in a kid's room, like the puzzle pieces, whatever. And then plywood, and then linoleum. And thank God we got the linoleum, because whoever put the linoleum down nailed the pattern, and we're using that to cut the floor. So we are moving along. Les and Bernadette's van, I'm telling you what, we are closing in. We are closing in on those guys getting out of the shop. We are closing in. Looking forward to watching the video. Bernadette, big hugs. Kathleen Klein in the house. Hi, I'm looking forward to the meeting you. Absolutely. Let's see here. The usual suspects and more. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Warming up my vocal cords. Me. I love it. All right. Not me. Previous engagement. That's going to be that van meetup down there or, in Florida, right? Isn't there a van thing in Florida then? So, yes, indeed. I have to contact you for help again. No worries. You already have a spot. I assumed that you were coming and that you would need the same spot. Let's see here. So excited for Les and Bernadette. They are. Lotus is going to be, I'm just going to say, badass. It is. We are, thanks. She says thanks to Jonnie. This thanks to me, Les, and Bernadette. We are, I'm telling you what, on it. Hello, everyone. My health is terrible since Peace, Love, and Vans, when I collapsed and hit my head. I'm due for surgery on the 26th. That will not happen because I am too weak and low hemoglobin. You guys, there's a lot of people in my community that they'll add your name to their prayer list. And so add Gary. Gary just recently, he's in Florida. He just recently built out his own, I believe it's a Ram ProMaster. And that is, I am so sorry to hear that. And Gary, I will keep you in my prayers until I hear otherwise. And we will pray for strength so that you can get that needed surgery. Adding Gary, thank you. Oh, I didn't even know she look who snuck in. We were just talking about you. Thank you, my friend. You're the best. I'm also here to help beforehand. I know you are. I almost missed it. I know. I'm telling you what, I'm getting a complex. I feel like Patty A is one of my definitely top 5 subscribers. And this is like number 3. If I was counting, I was like, something's up. You know how sometimes you'll hurt somebody's feelings? You don't mean to. I thought, nah. Patty would tell me. Thank you for praying for Gary. I'll have to go back and watch. No worries. I'm working on my van. Yay. Tim's been here. Tim's been listening. I'll tell you what, when Tim beats Patty in. Gary, so sad. Prayers to you. Thank you, guys. Yep, thank you, guys. Add him to your list. I'm glad that he was able to stop by, even if it's just for a couple minutes. Let us know so that we can put that in. Johnny is now in the windshield. There you go. Don't put me through the windshield. Yep. Oh, there you go. Love it. Patty was just a huge, just, she showed us around San Diego. There was like 4 of us, 5 of us all down there together. And incredible time. And so I carved a bear. You never know when you're going to see somebody again. So I carved her a bear and put a little heart on the front of it. So super cool. So what does Lotus mean? What does Lotus mean? Lotus is a flower. But hey, Bernadette, come here. I think she's out here. Hey, can you come here for a minute? What does Lotus mean?
Oh my gosh. I was just answering it, but I'm not techie and it took me so long, so I'll just tell you. It's the sacred flower that rises through the mud and radiates into the world, as we all should.
And say that one more time. That was perfect.
It's the sacred flower that rises through the mud. Where am I?
Right here.
Here I am.
I keep moving it.
It's the sacred flower that rises up through the mud and radiates into the world.
That's a
as
cool
we all
thing.
should do. As we all should do.
And if you guys and there's a flower that's a lotus.
Yes.
And if you look at the last video that I did on Sunday, I opened up the refrigerator and there's actually 2 pictures in there. Both of those are lotus flowers. What?
Oh my goodness. Les, you need to say that. Come here. Oh, he's being shy.
He's being shy.
Okay, Les. Lotus also stands for the life of the unpredictable teenagers.
That's
Les and I.
The life of the unpredictable teenagers.
Teenagers.
But can you?
But it's really the flower.
It's really the flower. It's cool. It's cool. Yep. Their other van is Atlas. So if you ever hear her talking on video about Atlas, it's her other van. So yeah. Yep. It is cool. It is cool. Bernadette, I love that. Lotus flower, symbol of hope. There you go. So cool. So cool. 3rd week of month pay. Yep. Let's see here. Just like a mushroom. Let's see here. Love that. Love that. Well, guess mushrooms don't radiate. There's bears will come in handy. Yeah, they don't. Less shy when I know, right? I'll tell you what, sometimes I'll pick up my camera to start editing and I'll be uploading footage and you just never know what you're going to find on there. Yep. Teenagers. Yep. Night, Misty. Thanks for dropping in. Super cool. Super cool. I appreciate it. Tell Brock good night. Question. Anyone have any experience with Ford Transit rigid floor system that comes installed in a new commercial van? It's rigid and fixed. You can screw it or slide things around on it. Interesting. I did not know that. I can tell you, Transit is notorious for the upper grommets, mostly on the driver's side, to leak, and it gets underneath those floor mats. When it gets underneath those floor mats, whatever else has fallen underneath there, they tend to rust because it holds moisture and you don't know what's under there because the mat, it goes in between the ribs. So you don't know the moisture is underneath there. So then when other stuff goes down there, it creates a problem. I have had, I think, 3 vans that have done that. I've done video on, I know 2 of them at Fred Rock that has that. So that would be my only concern. Good time. Have fun. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for coming in, Margie. Appreciate you. Teenagers, we don't go to work or school, get an allowance every month and do whatever we want, right? That sums it up right there. That sums it up. But the good thing about it, it does work as a protection, but you just got to be careful, what is able to get underneath there. So, but I will show you which grommets leak that are notorious for leaking. And we will, if you want, just put some silicone around them and that will prevent that from happening. So, but it's happened a couple of times just from what I've seen. So Just tuned in. Congratulations on water. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Good to see you again. Good to see you again. Appreciate you coming in. And get away and anything you, I missed the first part of that. And get away with anything that you do. That's the teenagers. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just get away with it. And they drink. And they drink. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. No harm, no foul with that. Where's the leak? In the Ford Transit. I've seen it a couple of times. Up by the driver's door. If you're outside of your van and you're up by the driver's door, take a step back. You got the gas door. Right there, you've got that black panel that goes all the way down the side of the van. The first two grommets, and I don't know why it would be those. Maybe it's all of them. Those two, I have seen those on 2 occasions leaking. And Matt is rigid and sits on top of the ribbed silicone time on the grommets for sure. Yeah, silicone, just silicone those grommets. And if something ever happened where they had to replace that, silicone is gonna give way over. If they pull hard enough, they're gonna get that grommet off. They're probably gonna break it anyway, so they can take that off, pull that grommet out, and then tell them, still, chance if you ever have to take that back off is going to get ceramic coated this Friday in Phoenix. Cool. You'll like that. Let's see here. That'll be cool. One Strange Adventure had their whole RV ceramic coated, and pretty sure they were happy with that. Pretty sure Matt is. Oh yeah, I already read that one. That'd be. Did you already buy it? Or did it come with your van? How much is that going to cost? That's what I was like. No, I'll tell you guys. Gracie's has it. This one out here has it. The newer ProMasters on the bottom, they have completely coated that. Instead of that material that dries and it's kind of like, mine's gray. It's almost like a rubbery type thing. They have changed it, and it is like a tar, and I am done with it's just gross, and it's all over me when I'm done. Well, if it's all over me, it's no longer on the van. So I don't know what. Gracie's had it. This one had it. I don't think Bev's had it. Bev's is a 21, but I'm not a fan of that new stuff. What does ceramic coating mean? Now I'm going to tell you 100% that I don't know for sure, but in my interpretation, it's like a clear coat, protective coating. And it's supposed to be, I think, like chip resistant, easier to clean. I think it's like a solid, like enamel coating on your van to help prevent, rock flying up and damaging and that kind of stuff. You don't have to wax it. Super shiny and good protectant, don't have to wax it. Yep. It's supposed to keep you from nicks and dings. Exactly. Almost $1,000 for ceramic coating. Honestly, $1,000. Honestly, to me, if I had it, I mean, and it was a brand new van like Gracie's, I think I'd do it. I think I would do it. She'll be super shiny for sure. Yep, it'll look good on the red. It'll definitely look good on the red. 11 years. Oh, wow. I'm getting the type of treatment that lasts 11 years, and I can go back quarterly. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think it's a great price too. Passed on the ceramic coating. Do you remember what the dealer was going to charge you for it? Or was that you that answered that? That might have been you that answered that. I'll tell you, if the dealer, that was you. If the dealer was gonna, I won bingo Helen 1,100 for 11 years. So she was right on. It's interesting to hear that Gracie's getting an aftermarket, and the dealer and the aftermarket are very compatible in price, because a lot of times I think that that's a good way to pad a sale is, we're going to get it ceramic coated for you. It's an extra XYZ. I think that, but so it's good. It's good. They're either both, raising it equally, but yeah. Just caught up. My dad used to paint tar under his cars. Hilarious, but worked. Yeah, that's so weird. It is. It's like a tar. And to me, I thought it would make stuff stick more. So I don't know. No to the dealer, huge mark. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. It would be a huge markup. Now, that's what I'm saying. But Gracie, is a dealer doing yours? Is a dealer doing yours? Yeah, dealer was 1,000. I wonder if Gracie, is that a dealer or is that like a auto body place? It would be interesting to know. And it might be different depending on where you live. The Midwest, we're big on rock salt and all that other stuff. So you never know. Might be different here in the Midwest as opposed to how many years was the dealership offering for 1,000? True. That too. So Gracie is a bigger van, maybe. Gracie's might be bigger because she's got the extended, and I think Helen's is the 148. I don't know if it's the extended, so it's probably bigger. Everybody saying hi to Lenny. Thank you guys. That was the first one. I better stay awake. I got a meeting afterwards. I'm kidding. I have a meeting, but I'm not tired. No, just no. What was the question? All right, not sure. Van is white, so I want some extra paint or a wrap. There you go. Get a Midwest Van Builders wrap. That would be cool. I'm kidding. All right. 8:52, folks. 8:52. We will end the show at probably exactly 9:00 because said meeting starts at 9:15 or 7:15 Pacific. Huge good thing happened this week. A woman let me tour her ProMaster, creeped up on the van at CVS. Very cool. Very cool. A specialty shop that has professional detailing. So that's cool. So you're getting it close to dealer, which, wraps can deteriorate. Yep. And I'm sure it depends on the climate that you're in. I would imagine that those wraps, the hotter the climate, I would think that, maybe they've got an extra UV protection, or I don't know if they can dry out and crack. Destroy the paint if not cared for. There you go. Yeah, I don't know anything about them. I know a lot of company vehicles have them. I know. This is a free tip at 8:53 at night. One of the best things that you can do to your van to prevent rust, just one easy way to prevent where a common rust is when you're driving, rocks fly up, and there's a little area behind the tire that rocks will sit. They'll get caught in there. So if once a week you look in that little area and clean those rocks out, that will help. My auto mechanic told me that. He said, "You see this right here?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "You got to keep these cleaned out or your van will rust away." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm on it. So check all 4 tires, all 4 fenders, and make sure that those rocks aren't just sitting in there, those muddy rocks. Wraps will deteriorate and are very, very tough to get off. Okay. 1,100 is a really good price. I think so. Good to know. Paint stripes it is. Get 2 big stripes and 55 in the middle. Get 55 in the middle and 2 stripes. Who knows that movie? she was so nice. I was being cautious, didn't want to pester. Also, taking a lot of notes on these streams. Stuff is changing. Stuff is changing. Let's see here. Folk of the Forest paint is much better than a wrap. There you go. Good to know. Good to know. I didn't know. Two. Love bug. Right on. Herbie. There you go. Learning a lot. We're trying. We don't always have a lot of knowledge. Sometimes Tuesday night is just a hangout, but every now and then you'll put some knowledge in the bag. Yep. Scoot over. We got some info for you. All right. I missed that. What number was Speed Racer? What number was Speed Racer? I'm drawing a blank on that one. A friend of mine has a semi with a 15-year-old wrap, and it has 1/2-inch cracks in it. No go. Jonnie, the place is professional detailing. The shop is a perfect. Yeah, perfect. There's a mosquito buzzing around my head. I think it's going to be a rough summer for bugs. It is 100% going to be a rough summer for bugs. I had a tick the other day on me. I'm still fussing about that. It's going to be a bad year for ticks. I've been wearing my boots as much as possible outside because I do not want to get ticks bites itch. They itch worse than mosquito bites. I hate them. So Jonnie Lightning, my neighbor, had the wrap removed. Paint underneath is a mess. Oh man, that's a bummer. I had a decal put on, that big bear, and it peeled off. It was on there maybe 2 years, but it peeled off. Speed Racer was number 6. It peeled off, and the guy gave me another one. So loving that. Oh, it's gonna be a bad year. You better wear your gaiters. You better wear your gaiters hiking, or those little ticks are gonna crawl up your socks. Yep. A lot of people have those wraps on their vehicles now. I mean, if you ever watch TikTok or certain YouTube videos, you watch those detailing shops completely wrapping the entire car. So Scott from Go Small Live Large, Van Lily, it has a wrap that has lasted 6 years, no problem. Had an accident, they matched the wrap, and it's still perfect. He loves the look because it's a personalized design. He's got a big cowboy on it. He's pretty cool. I totally spaced out about the live tonight. Congratulations on the well. Thank you. Yep. Love it. And thank you for joining the Patreon group. For those of you that are Patreons, don't forget, we are going to be live Sunday at 5:30 on the Zoom. Join in. It's a good time. Lots of knowledge there. There's a lot of smart women in that Zoom. I've been doing a lot of extra stuff on Patreon. If you guys think I've been rocking Patreon, give me a thumbs up. My computer only shows 5 thumbs up. I know you guys. I know I got more than 5 thumbs up. We have to refresh that. But anyway, let there be water. Amen. Arizona is blooming at least a month early. I know. The problem is if it gets cold again, all these flowers, all these blooms are gonna freeze. And I don't like that when that happens. Practicing Zoom on the laptop phone is so small, I see 36 thumbs. Awesome. Yeah, I refreshed it. Now I see 48. So good. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Enjoyed the live. Congratulations on the well. Thank you, D. Jock lost his ball today, and I did not break out a new one. Oh, my goodness. Going to see if he remembers tomorrow where it's at. That might work. All right, guys. I've got a meeting in about 15 minutes. I'm going to inhale, I think, some dinner, and We will see you guys next week. We'll see the patrons Sunday on the Zoom. Thank you guys for following along. Be safe out there. Don't forget to pray for Gary. Don't forget to pray for Mary, Tanya, Derek, Jane, saying goodnight to everybody. All right, guys. Take care. Bye, Mona. We'll see you guys.